Welcome to BizBeat. Today, let's talk about the recent travel restrictions on Chinese tourists. Since China announced to end centralized quarantine for international arrivals on January 8th and resume international travels for Chinese citizens, most countries have welcomed China's move. But a small number of countries and regions see China's reopening as another chance to defame Beijing. 12 countries and regions, including the US and Japan, have imposed travel restrictions on arrivals from China. In response, Wang Wenbin, a spokesperson of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said that China believes countries' response to COVID-19 should be science-based and proportionate and apply equally to people of all countries without affecting normal travel and people-to-people exchange and cooperation. Many experts from China and abroad have called these restrictions unnecessary, illogical, and discriminatory. Jeffrey Sharman, an epidemiologist at Columbia University who has been studying the pandemic from the beginning, has told Washington Post via email, "Travel restrictions seem intended to stop the virus at the border, which makes no sense given that the virus is already everywhere." Christian Anderson, an immunologist at Scripps Research who has tracked the evolution of the virus, also wrote to Washington Post calling the fear of new China-generated variant completely misguided. Karen Griffin, an associate professor at the School of Public Health at the University of Hong Kong, told CNN that the recent flurry of restrictions likely reflects the political pressure to look like these countries are doing something. The US is likely importing tens of thousands of cases from around the world even now, so there's little point in specifically targeting COVID coming from one country. She also said, "We've seen this throughout the pandemic. When certain measures are being targeted at people coming from a particular place, it reinforces stereotypes or beliefs that viruses are coming from certain parts of the world. It's just simply not true." However, most countries are welcoming to China's reopening to the world and waiting for Chinese tourists with open arms. A German health ministry spokesperson said last Wednesday, "We're monitoring the situation in China very closely, but at the moment we have no indication that a more dangerous mutation has developed." As the Lunar New Year approaches, tourism hotspots that are welcoming to the Chinese, such as Thailand, are expecting a surge in their inbound travels. Global spending by Chinese tourists were once at $255 billion a year pre-pandemic. With international flights gradually being resumed, it's likely that we will see revenge shopping and traveling by the Chinese in the new year.